Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Donna Lehe, and in this video I will be unboxing the new Fuji X-T4 camera and giving you my first impression, who this camera is for, and if you are someone who already has the X-T2 or X-T3, should you upgrade to this camera. So if you like the sound of that, stick around for this epic unboxing. Okay, let's get into the video. This is how the Fuji X-T4 came, and it's a retail model, so it's a model that you can get out now from Amazon, from Wix, from any photo store. And I only bought the body because I already have Fuji lenses. This is my first unboxing, guys. Let's see. So we have invoice, paper, and then the camera. Oh. I will find somewhere to put this box. So this is how it came, guys. Let's get into this. I'm so excited. So a little about me, guys. I've been shooting with the X-T2 for like 4 years now. And when the X-T3 came out, I didn't think the specs and features were enough for an actual upgrade, so I did not upgrade. So I've been shooting with the camera for 4 years, and I wasn't really interested when they announced a new Fuji X series until I read about the specs. And the things that caught my eye with this camera was like, first of all, it had a flip out screen, which, to be honest, that was like one of the selling points. I'm a solo traveler, so when I travel by myself, I want to see myself in the frame. So I'm just gonna open. So this is how it comes in the box. I'm so excited. I've waited 4 years for this upgrade, guys. So this is like, for me, this is like Christmas, but instead of getting socks from your mom, you actually get a present you want. So here we go. It comes with the plug for the UK sockets, and then on the top it has some manuals. I do like the Fuji manual. I think it comes with all this stuff I will never read. Something for Capture One, the Fuji X-T4 manual. Before, I used to never read manuals, but I think their manual is really good and really handy, especially for setting up your camera if you want to like set it up for your photo and your video settings. So this is good. I will actually keep this. And guys, I got the, like, I'll just show you there. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh Jesus. I actually got the black and silver, but I'll save this for last. My X-T2 was all black and I wanted like something different. Okay, I'll just be chucking things here. This is a real life unboxing, guys. Chucking things in my living room. This is what you get in the box. You get this cable here. You get the charger, basically the outlet plugs for the socket. You get this microphone adapter here. You get the straps here, the normal Fuji straps, and then you get the new battery. So this is meant to last longer than the older battery that comes with the X-T3 and the X-T2. So I'll just kind of get rid of all this and let's like get into the main attraction of this unboxing. So basically, guys, on the ISO button they've actually removed the high and low from what they had on the X-T2 to just you can get more precise readings. They still have the continuous high, continuous low on the ISO button, and the panoramic with the HDR and stuff like that. So those things are still intact. The joystick is still on the back here, but one thing I did notice is that instead of the AE buttons being here on the X-T2, they've actually moved it down next to the joystick. The Q button which was next to the joystick has been moved up here. So that is for your quick menu button. They've moved it here. So that's quite cool because sometimes you might knock it with your hand. And they've actually moved the AF on button here, which is quite interesting. It's quite good, like for all intensive purposes. all the buttons are more or less in the similar place as the X-T2. It's just like more functionality has been added to these buttons. The viewfinder, the cap for the viewfinder as well, you can actually lock this in now, so hopefully it won't fall out of place, because one thing I did notice with my X-T2, sometimes it would fall off in my bag, and I've actually completely lost the cap for the viewfinder. With this one actually being able to be locked in, I won't lose it. The most important thing, I'm not gonna lie guys, I can go over all the specs, you can read that stuff somewhere on the internet. Basically, when I'm shooting with the X-T2, I'm now a hybrid shooter. I shoot like 40% video and 60% still. And one of the things that really annoyed me when I was using my X-T2, especially for video, is that if I'm on location somewhere and I want to get a video, I would have to go into the menu, set up all the video settings, and then get the video, and then to get the stills of the same shot I would have to go back into the stills menu and set up all my stills feature how I wanted it, or my shutter speed, my ISO, and everything how I wanted it. And it's like it made me miss a lot of shots, and it made me it was too much or too taxing for me to be going from stills to video, resetting all the settings and stuff like that. So it quite annoyed me, and this is why I mainly was using my X-T2 for stills only, and then I bought my Sony Alpha 6400. Jesus, they should just name these cameras like simple plain names. I'm using that mostly for video, and that's what I'm filming on now. So that's one of the things that really annoyed me. And when they announced the X-T3, I was like, like it's the same features, it's not that big of a spec upgrade. And this screen that they had on the back, it was like, I never use the screen, especially if I'm doing videos. I don't know what this can do, but to be honest, you can't do anything with this using video. So I never actually used the screen, and the X-T3 has a similar screen to this. I know a lot of still photographers use it, but I never used to use it. I just use the viewfinder. But when this came out and they said basically you have a stills and movie button where once you set your movie modes and lock that in, and then you can set your stills mode and lock that in, you can switch between the two and you still keep all your features that you've set. You still keep your ISO, your aperture, and everything that you've already gone through the length of setting up for maybe for that day, the weather, or the shot. You don't have to, oh my god, I have to go back and fix it again. So that's one of the things that really got me interested in this camera. And then they said, girl, we are throwing in a flip out screen for you selfie queens. So the flip out screen was like, wow, they've listened to their consumers. They're giving us a flip out screen. Especially for video, if you're going to be shooting video, I think the flip out screen is great. Like, come on now, get your life all the way together. So this to me is like far more practical, far more usable than a screen that only goes two ways, this way and that way. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, seriously? Like, this to me, I can use this on video, especially if you're a one-man band. You can see yourself in a frame, you can set your shot up. If you're a solo traveler like me, you can put this on your tripod, you can frame yourself, you can get the shot you want. If you're handing this off to a stranger to take a photo of yourself, again, you can flip out the screen like that, flip it out like that, and say, oh, see what they're framing and see what they're seeing, and correct them before they even take a shot. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, take my bank card, take all my money, Fuji, take my money. I really don't think I will be breaking it anytime soon. And when it locks in really snug for what it is. It locks in really snugly in the back, so you don't have to worry about, oh, hitting it like this. Oh, those were the two features, to be honest guys, that really made me interested in getting this camera. And if you're thinking about going into videography, if you're a hybrid shooter and you're thinking about getting a video and still camera, I think this one's a winner. So again, they introduced larger batteries, and basically at the moment they don't come with a charger like the older models, like the X-T3, the X-T2, that normally came with a battery charger in the box. They only give you one battery, and then for the time being, if you have that one battery and if you haven't like ordered a separate battery charger, you can only charge your battery in camera using your plug, and I think that's a bit suspect. I'm like, Come on now. Give us a charger. Give us a charger. I will be buying one extra battery, so I might be getting a charger, but I think that's a bit sneaky. So that's another thing. And again, it's a bit heavier, but to be honest, I don't think it's like, compared to some of the Sony and Canon cameras, I still like the form factor. It's still small. It's still, for me, it's still something that I can carry around all day. That is the battery and the battery holder, and it fits in quite snug, guys. It's really nice. And then we have the dual cord slots which are here, and that's one of the things I love with Fuji as well, is that you have a dual card holder. So I will normally shoot sequentially, so when one of my SD card is full, it just shoots to the other SD card, so that is really good, and you never have to worry about, oh, one card corrupted or missing stuff. And then we have the HDMI and the charging right here in this port. They're close to the body. You don't have to be worried about if they're gonna get loose or anything and open up. And then you have the mic and the remote here, so that is a good thing. I know another thing is that they said that the SD card door can be removed, but I wouldn't really want to do that. I don't know why anyone would remove the door, but hey, that's something you need to know. The doors can be removed. And I'm just saying, guys, this is really beautiful. The camera is like really a really nice look compared to my battered up X-T2. This is both cameras side by side. As you can see, like the X-T4 is, it's noticeable a bit larger than the X-T2, and side by side is very, you can see the difference as well. It's like his little brother. And another thing I noticed, that here is that inside the SD card slot it says made in China, while on my X-T2 it says made in Japan. So Fuji, what is going on? What is going on? Tell us. So that's quite interesting, because normally their cameras were all made in Japan. So who is this camera for? I think this camera is for hybrid shooters. So if you love shooting videos and still in equal proportions, this camera is for you. I also think this camera is for people who are getting into video. Like if you want to create YouTube videos for your family and friends, or if you are a traveler and you want to go traveling around the world and you only want one camera to rule them all, one camera to do your videos and stills on, this is the camera for you. Now, if you're someone who already has the X-T2, already has the X-T3, and you primarily only shoot stills, this might not be the camera for you. I would keep my X-T2 and my X-T3 because they are predominantly stills camera. They are good for stills. And if you have no business or no need or ever any wish to shoot videos, why spend that extra money when you have perfectly good camera already to upgrade just for upgrade's sake, when you will never use these additional features within this camera? It's like, why waste your money, mate? Put your money in a savings account. So that's one of, so I don't think this camera is for people who only shoot stills, because there's no need for it. So that's my opinion on that. So guys, I hope you like my first unboxing and my first impression of the Fuji X-T4. Obviously, I have to go out and actually do what I bought this camera to do, which is take videos and photos and come back and show you guys the features, how the features of this camera actually stands up when I use it in the real world. And I'll be doing the video setup of this camera. So if you want more kind of insights into the camera, the features, how to do video setup, how I set it up for photography, definitely give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and also leave a comment below if you have this camera and you think, oh, these features are good, or how you set it up. Please let me know, because obviously this is a new camera for me and I want to push it to the limits and see what it's all about. So if you like this unboxing and quick review or quick first impressions of the camera, give my video a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Thank you.